Hey friends, today's video we are going to be talking about a 5-step plan to get consistent sales on eBay. This is whether you are just starting out as a new eBayer and you're trying to figure out how to get sales, or if you are trying to get back into eBay, or if things have fallen off and you're just really not at the level that you want to be at. I'm going to walk you through the step-by-steps of how to get your sales going on eBay. Hey friends, if I am speaking too quickly for you, do feel free to slow me down. You can click up here on your YouTube screen, scroll all the way down to playback speed, and put me on the speed that is most comfortable for you. Now let's get back to it. The first thing is going to be, we're going to start actually at a broad, high level, because it doesn't have to be difficult. Don't make this more difficult than it is. eBay can be very, very complex, and I want you to take that complexity out of it and just simply work on the first task, and then we can work on all of the complexity. Don't worry about the algorithm. Don't worry about, should I do free shipping? Should I do promoted? Don't worry about all of that. Here's the thing. To be a marathon runner, you can read about all these different strategies. You can watch all these different videos about all these different strategies, learn about the algorithm, learn about free shipping. But if you don't actually practice running, you're not going to be a good marathon runner. You need to get out there and just start practicing. And that's what starts with tip number one, or the first, not even tip number one. This is step by step. So it's going to go in order. The first thing that you need to do is sourcing and listing. This is the base of every eBay, Poshmark, wherever you're selling. This is the base of your business, and you need to get good at it. Now, watching videos and learning strategies is not going to get you good at it. Is that the right way to say it? It is not going to improve. If you're watching and you're not doing, just start doing. Start sourcing what you think is going to sell. Start getting in the process of listing. Work on your figuring out how to list and what item specifics you need, and just how to get the processes down, because this is the base. This is going to be the most important thing. If you offer free shipping, but you don't have inventory that people want, and you don't have a good quality listing that anyone can find, it does not matter. So work on listing, work on getting the consistency, and depending on what level you're at, your consistency may be, I'm going to consistently list one item a week. I'm going to consistently list one item a day. Whatever it is, build those habits, figure out how to list your items, right? It's the practice part of it. You are automatically going to learn about eBay if you are listing every single, whatever your consistency is, you're going to learn by doing. Get in the habit and figure out, get in the nitty gritty and start listing and building those habits. Once you are consistent, and once you're figuring out the listings and I figure out how to do this and how to do this drop down, and just figuring out the mechanics behind it and how to source and where to source. Once you figure out the mechanics behind it, the thing that eBay wants from you is becoming a top rated seller. Now I have videos, I'll link a video up above that goes all the way into top rated seller, what it means, why you want it, all of that. But work on these metrics, work on getting to top rated seller status. The reason that you want to do this is because this is what eBay has deemed buyers want. They do buyer research and they say, hey, buyers have trust if the sellers have done these things. And the biggest thing, if you're just starting off, the biggest thing that you want to work on is this 100 or more transactions, $1,000 in sales during a 12-month period. The reason that eBay wants you to have this is they want to know that you are going to provide all of the customer service that they want. If you have 2 transactions, it's hard to really gauge, okay, 2 transactions, one went good, one went bad, that's a 50% rate of not good customer service. If you have for 100 transactions over the course of a year provided good customer service, you've hit all the metrics that they want you to hit for a top rated seller, then they're saying, hey, we will put you as a top rated seller because we really do trust that you're doing a good job out there. You're going to get more impressions. You're going to get more buyers engaged in your store. You're going to be a great seller because this is what eBay wants you to do, and this is what a great seller does. Now, if you don't have patience, because I don't, hello, when I was starting on eBay, I had no patience, and I was like, I don't want to wait for 100 sales. When you're first getting started, 100 sales I was selling like 14 items a month. It would take me months and months to get 100 sales on eBay to make it to top rated status. So what I did is in 1 month, I cut all my prices. I was doing all of the things, and my income took a hit. My average sale price went down. Everything went down, but it got me to that top rated seller status in 1 month. So then the next month, boom, I was making money. So it's going to depend on your business model. It's going to depend on if you can take a hit on it. I was still making profit on my items, but not as much as if I had waited 6 months and sold them in 6 months. However, they weren't selling because I was not a top rated seller. I was not doing the things that eBay wants to do. So that's a quick little trick that you can do. Not necessary, but just focus on becoming a top rated seller. The next thing is going to be, no, you won't make any money. You're marketing a new business. You're going to make money. Not that you're not going to make money, but just know going into this, you're learning. You may lose a little bit of money on shipping. You may lose a little bit of money on as you try free returns, as you are running a big sale so that you can get to top rated seller status. Just overarching, know that you have to pay a price to get into the game, right? If you were starting a new brick and mortar, you would be running marketing. You would have to do upfront capital to get everything up and running. We don't really have a lot of that. So it may take you a little bit of a hit in the beginning to get to where you want to go in the end. Once you have your 100, once you have your top rated, or once you've hit your 100 free, I think it's 100. Once you've hit your free listings that eBay gets you, look at getting a store. And I'll link a video up here that goes exactly into why you want to get a store. But the store is not necessarily, some of it's from a financial standpoint of giving you listings for free and saving money, but it's going to open up what you can do on eBay. It's going to give you analytics so you can make strategic decisions about your business. It's going to give you tools that are going to allow you to make more money in less time, promote your items, run sales, all of these, send newsletters, all of these different features. So a little bit about it is, okay, how much am I going to save? But it's also about all of the things that come with a store. Like I said, the video I linked before walks you all the way through getting a store, what you need to know, and all the features that come with it. The next thing is after you have been consistent, after you have consistently been listing and you have at least 100 items listed, pull a listing quality report. I'm going to link a video up here, but what a listing quality report does is compares your listings to the top 10% of sellers in your category. And it's going to walk you through all the different things, item specifics, free shipping, promoted listings, all of these different things that you can be doing. It's going to say, hey, Sarah, in women's dresses, the top 10% of sellers have 7 item specifics and you only have 5. So now, does every single one of yours need 7 item specifics if it's not necessary? No, but you may be missing a couple item specifics that are really relevant and that are making these top 10% of sellers be found on eBay and get those sales. So look at your listing quality report, figure out what you need to be doing for your listings to hit that mark and to be in that top 10%. It's also going to tell you what items are not being sent over to Google, so fix those items as well. If you're liking this video, do make sure to like, comment, share, and save. It helps push it out to the algorithm so other people see it as well. And consider joining my memberships to support more content like this. Now let's get back to it. Now you've gotten to the point where you're consistent, you know the listing processes, you know your listing quality, so you can make sure that you have the best listings possible. You're a top rated seller, hopefully, or you're on your way to becoming a top rated seller. Now is the time to look at your strategies. If you go into eBay and you try to do too many things at once, it's way too complex and it's way too hard. Start simple, get in those listings, make sure your listings are the most important. You have that habit down, you have good inventory. Now you can look at different strategies. And these different strategies are going to start with your traffic. So let me show you what I mean here. The traffic, I've created this graphic. You're going to see a funnel as well on the listing quality report, which is kind of interesting because I made this graphic before the listing quality report came out. So I'm glad I'm on the same page as eBay, but it starts with your impressions, your traffic, right? Your impressions, people seeing your item. They cannot click on your item. They cannot buy your item if they cannot find your item. So as a new seller or a seller who's trying to get some more sales going, you need to focus on your impressions. You need to focus on people seeing your items. Now, there's two ways on eBay that people can see your items, and it's through organic impressions and promoted listings impressions. Organic impressions are going to be people finding you organically, naturally. They're going to be finding you on search, right? They're going to come in here and they're going to search for you and they're going to say, hey, I want a pair of women's jeans. I'm going to select jeans. I'm going to select a size 0. I'm going to select skinny. All of these things on the left, those are your item specifics. This is where your organic search, this is where your listing quality, this is where making a good listing comes from, because this is where you're getting your organic impressions. You can also scroll down, and this is why you're going to see people say, hey, you have to do free shipping. Hey, you have to do free returns. Hey, you have to accept offers. This is why people are saying that, because it helps with your organic impressions. Any one of these things that people can filter out on when they are searching for an item that are relevant and that are important, and in your business model, you want to have as many of these available. It's going to give you more impressions, right? So I'm going to come down here and say, hey, I'm going to click on free shipping. I'm not saying you have to do free shipping, but this is one of the reasons why. And I went from 1 million items available to 360,000. Now that's still a lot, but if you don't offer free shippings, you no longer are being seen. You're no longer getting that organic impression. If someone's not seeing you, they cannot click on you. So I'm not saying you have to do free shipping. I am saying look at your traffic, look at ways to get impressions. And that's going to be things like increasing your SEO is going to be natural impressions, right? So definitely pull a listing quality report every month. I'm the top 10% seller, and I still pull a listing quality report every month to make sure that all of my listings are on point. Search filters and item specifics, this is going to be told but make sure those are all good. And in your listing quality report, make sure you have in-demand inventory. You cannot get organic impressions if people are not looking for your items. If you have items that no one's looking for, you're not going to get organic impressions. And then running sales, best offers, free shipping, free returns, things like that, that's going to get you more of the organic traffic. Now, once you have gotten your organic traffic to where it needs to be, and let me show you, I'll link a video up above that goes really in depth into all of the different metrics that you can look at, but your performance, I'm on my seller hub, I'm on performance, I'm on traffic. You can change the date range that you want to look at, but if you scroll down here, you can see impressions by organic and impressions by promoted. Work on increasing this. Get this up as high as you can possibly get it, and then you can start looking at promoted impressions. And why I say to do it organic first is organic is free. It takes your time, but you're not paying for it. Promoted impressions, you're paying for. eBay has a program where you can pay them a percent if the item sells. This is the standard. They have a couple other promoted as well that you can look into. I only use the standard. I'll link a video up here that goes into how to set up what promoted listings is and how to set it up. But essentially, you can pay eBay a percent if the item sells to promote your item, to put your item on their ad space on eBay. It puts your item in over 100 different places on eBay. Now, if you don't have good organic impressions, paying for promoted isn't going to do anything for you. So that's one reason to do promoted or to do organic first. But the second thing is organic's free. Promoted, you're going to have to pay for it. Now, is it worth paying for it? Run some scenarios and figure it out. But increasing your traffic gives you the trickle down impact so that you can have people actually purchase your items. If they cannot find your items, they cannot purchase your items.